Hello! Welcome to my series where we take old treasured midwestern recipes and we revamp them. My name is Claire and today's recipe is glorified rice. So a friend who grew up in Minnesota said, and I quote, "This tastes like home." Well, my mom said, "That sounds horrible." So I'm going to let you be the judge. Our original recipe includes rice, pineapple, maraschino cherries, plant-based whipping cream, I used country crock, sugar, mini marshmallows, and vanilla. The glorified rice was super straightforward. First, you cook and cool the rice. I recommend doing this the day before or just using leftover rice. Then add the canned pineapple with juice, cherries with a little bit of juice for color, marshmallows, and 2 tablespoons of sugar. Mix this all together and let it set in the fridge. This is where using day-old rice will be helpful in that the slightly dried out rice will absorb the added liquid. While the rice mixture rests, use a hand or stand mixer to whip the cream to soft peaks. Then add the remaining sugar and vanilla, whipping until just incorporated. Finally, fold the whipped cream into the rice and fruit and refrigerate. I used about half the whipped cream, so how much you use is flexible. For a revamp, we're making mango and pineapple sticky rice. The reason I landed on this recipe was in order to incorporate rice, obviously, while maintaining the creaminess from our original recipe, as well as including as much fruit as possible. Mango sticky rice originated in Southeast Asia, more specifically Thailand. The ingredients include rice, water, salt, coconut milk, sugar, cornstarch, mango, pineapple, and sesame seeds. Ingredients we're keeping are rice, pineapple, and sugar. Ingredients we're adding are coconut milk, sesame seeds, mango, and salt. Elements we're carrying over are creamy, sweet, and fruity. First, rinse your rice in cold water, then cover with clean water and soak in the fridge. All recipes I saw said to soak overnight, but some said for a minimum of an hour, and that's what we're doing today because I didn't plan accordingly. The good news is, it didn't seem to affect the end product. Rinse soaked rice one more time, then bring water, rice, and pinch of salt to a boil. Reduce the heat to medium-low and simmer until tender, about 15 to 20 minutes. I was going to cook the rice with coconut milk to add an extra layer of creaminess, but I forgot to buy more coconut milk, so then I figured I could switch it for nut milk and then forgot to put that in, so I just used water. While the rice is cooking, we are going to combine the coconut milk, sugar, and salt to a pot and heat just enough to dissolve the sugar. Once rice and coconut milk mixture are finished, add 1 cup of coconut milk blend to the rice and stir. It should be a bit liquidy so the creaminess infuses with the rice. I combined the rice with the coconut milk in a separate bowl because the bottom of my pot had a bit of crusty rice on it. Cover and allow to sit until room temp and liquid is mostly absorbed. Cut the pineapple and mango according to how you're going to eat it. So for example, if you want to eat with a spoon, cut fruit into small cubes so they'll fit. But if eating with a fork, then slices are okay because you can cut them with the fork. Before serving, add a teaspoon of cornstarch to the remaining coconut milk and bring it to a boil until thickened. This creates a sauce. Plate rice, mango, and pineapple, then drizzle with coconut sauce and toasted sesame seeds. I find it so interesting how 2 recipes from 2 very different cultural backgrounds both use somewhat similar ingredients and get very different products. The biggest difference between these 2 dishes are their serving temperatures. Hot rice and a creamy sauce never quite connected in my head, like there's a disconnect between the temperature and texture of the dish. That being said, I did enjoy this sticky rice. All the flavors went really well together. I enjoyed the sweetness of the coconut milk mixture, and it was an added bonus to have fresh fruit during the winter. For the glorified rice, it tasted way more familiar than I expected. I don't have any vivid memories of eating this during childhood, but something from deep within recognized the combo. Very much a core memory dish. It was way better than I thought it was going to be, and from a textural standpoint, I preferred the whipped cream with the cold rice. However, I wasn't wanting more after my initial serving, whereas I'd go back for seconds for the sticky rice. Overall, I enjoyed both dishes for different reasons. The glorified rice for its nostalgia and cold rice to creaminess factor, and the sticky rice for adding warmth and fresh fruit to a cold winter's day. Thank you for being here. This has been Revamped, Glorified Rice.